Hello, Lovelace, and welcome to today's English lesson. Today, we're going to carry on with our look at non-chronological reports, but this week, you are going to be gradually designing and building your own. So today, it's can I plan my own non-chronological report about Vikings? So very much about the planning stage today. But to start with, we're going to look at a little bit of grammar, in particular, some word classes. That means what type of word they are. What is their purpose within a sentence? Okay. Now, all words belong to categories called word classes or parts of speech, according to the part they play in a sentence. The main word classes in English are verb, conjunction, noun, adverb, adjective, determiner, pronoun, and preposition. And today we'll just have a quick look at each and then go into more detail over the rest of the week. Okay, so we're going to touch on all 8 of these and just remind ourselves what they are and what job they have within a sentence. But we'll look at them in more detail over the next few days. Okay, so just a general look first of all. So a reminder of what a noun is. A noun identifies the person, a place, a thing, an idea, or a quality, such as woman, dog, building, London, truth, birth. Okay. Now, you'll notice that London has got a capital letter. That's because it's a precise noun. It's a specific place. There's only one London, so it gets a capital letter. Okay. So let's put those into a sentence and just identify the nouns within this sentence. Although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read a book. In there, we've got 3 nouns. We've got 3 things. We've got the boy, we've got the bedroom, and we've got the book. Okay, so all 3 of those are nouns. Hopefully, that's nothing new. That should just be a little just prod in the arm to remind you, oh yes, that's what a noun is. I've done that before. And the same with this one, an adjective. An adjective's a word that describes a noun. Words like red, bad, giant, hairy, shy. I encourage you to use good adjectives in your writing to help paint a really clear word picture for the reader. Okay? Adjectives are really helpful in making the image more specific, more detailed. So back to that same sentence, the adjectives in there. Although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read a book. The boy was young. It's giving extra information. So young is an adjective. Verb. This is a word that describes what a person or thing does, such as run, hit, rain, to be, seem, become, grow. Okay, these are the doing words, the action words. And again, this is nothing new. This is just a reminder to everyone. And if we look in our sentence where the verbs are, although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly to his bedroom to read a book. Was tired. So was is the past tense of to be. Tired, obviously, ran, and to read. Okay, the to read, is all part of the same verb there. Okay, so the verb is to read. So we've got was, tired, ran, and to read. Moving on to adverbs. The clue is in the name. These are words that we add to the verb to give more information. So it's a word that gives more information about a verb, adjective, or another adverb, such as lazily, easily, abroad, very. We can often identify adverbs in a sentence by the ly ending, but not always. That is not a rule, but many adverbs do end in ly. Back to our sentence. Although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read a book. Quickly identifies how he ran. So that's an adverb. Preposition. A preposition is a word that describes the position of something, the time it happened, or the way it's done, such as under, between, on, after, or by. Okay? So relating to our sentence, although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read a book. Into describes, say, his way of travel. He's moving into his bedroom. Okay, so that's the position of something. He's on his way into the bedroom. Conjunction. Now, this is a word that connects phrases or sentences. Words like and, because, but, for, if, or. You did a recent short writing task for me where we were looking at conjunctions to connect two simple sentences. Okay, so these are some of the ones you might have used. Although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read a book. Okay. Now, although here has been used at the beginning of the sentence, but it could easily be put at the end. So the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read his book, although he was tired. Okay, so it's still linking the two clauses together. Okay. A pronoun. Now, a pronoun is a word that's used in place of a noun, and it's for a specific person or thing. Words like she, him, mine, we, I, us, me, and herself are all pronouns. So in our sentence, although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read his book. So it takes away from us always referring to the noun by the same name. I mean, especially names with people. So if it was Billy, so although Billy was tired, the young boy ran quickly into Billy's bedroom to read a book. In stories, we can't keep using the character's name. We need to use pronouns just to make it really just easier on our ears. Otherwise, we're going to be hearing the name over and over again. So pronouns just replace the names of things, just to ease that repetition, using the nouns over and over again. A determiner. Now, this is the word that introduces a noun, such as an, a, every, this, those, the. Okay. So it tells us a little bit more about the noun and say the specifics of it. Is it on its own? Is it a special one? Are there multiple ones? And so on. So although he was tired, the young boy ran quickly into his bedroom to read a book. Okay, so it's the young boy. There's only one of them. A book, again, it's singular. So the determiner helps us identify the number of nouns being described. So there we are. 8 word classes. And within that sentence, all 8 are represented. And you can see with the color coding where they sit in the sentence. So although the conjunction, although as we discussed, it's been placed at the beginning of the sentence here, but it could equally be used in the middle to join the two phrases together. He and his are the pronouns. They replace a noun. Was tired, to read, and ran. There are verbs describing the act, or say indicating the actions, I should say. The is a determiner, as is a. So we know it's the boy and a book. Young is an adjective describing the boy. Quickly is an adverb describing the action. How he did something. Into is a preposition describing his position. And I think that's all of them. Okay, so just a reminder of those 8 terms. Most of those, it really should be just a refresher. And then over the course of the week, we'll look in a little bit more detail at some of these and how some of them can be broken down into slightly smaller word classes as well. Okay, but that's for the next few lessons. For now, we're going to move on to our main activity for this week, which is all about creating a non-chronological report. Now, today's task is to plan the first 2 information paragraphs. Now, I'll explain more as I work through, so don't worry, but that's all you need to worry about. 2 information paragraphs. We're not worrying today about main titles or introductory paragraphs or pictures or anything else. They all come later. For now, we are going to simply concentrate on 2 information paragraphs. So you need to think about what you're going to talk about. Okay. Now, here's where you've got to make a decision. You could, remember, the report is all about the Vikings. Now, you could do a very general report. so that each paragraph is about a completely different part of Viking life. So you could do a paragraph about transport and longships, and then another paragraph about raids, and a paragraph about everyday life, and a paragraph about tools and weapons. So you could have 4 very, very different paragraphs. Or you could choose to focus on one particular aspect of Viking life. So, for example, you might want to look at the Viking warrior, and then you could have one paragraph about, say, raids, a second paragraph about protective armor, helmets and chainmail and so on. A third paragraph may be about weapons. And then a fourth paragraph might be about battle strategies. So the entire report about Viking warriors. So it's up to you. Do I want to go very general and talk about lots of different things to do with the Vikings? Or do I want to be very targeted and focused and just talk about one particular part of Viking life? That is your choice. Once you've decided, then you need to decide what your subheadings are going to be. So what are these 2 paragraphs going to be about? And then it's about coming up with the key facts. What are the key facts you're going to tell the reader? What is your topic sentence going to be? Okay. You're going to need to do some research for this. Now, that might be just going back through our history lessons and picking out some of the information that we've shared together, or going online, going into, say, in topic books if you've got them, and finding out some information for yourself. So it can be everything from our lessons, everything from the internet and other sources, or a mixture of both. It's up to you where you get your information from. And finally, please remember this is a plan. So it only needs to be in note form. It's just writing down that key information. We will talk about turning it into full sentences later. So just little notes, bullet points as to the information. Right. So here's our box up. And we're just going to be focusing on a small part of this. We're not worried about our title for today, and we are not worried about the introduction. Again, we're not worried at all about pictures or fact boxes or final paragraphs. We're not even worried about paragraph 3 or 4, although they might just be in the back of your head as you start to think about what your paragraphs are going to be about. Okay, we are just concentrating today on the first and second paragraph. So I'm going to get rid of those for now. So this is your task for today. Decide what your 2 information paragraphs are going to be about. Something to do with the Vikings. Decide what your subheading is going to be. So what is paragraph 1 all about? Give me a subheading. So, for example, it might be that you want to go quite general. And so your subheading for paragraph 1 might be, oh, I don't know, Viking weapons. And then your topic sentence will be just that introductory sentence. Say, the Vikings were great warriors, but as many of them were normally farmers, they often used farming tools as weapons. That might be a topic sentence. And then you go on in the main body to tell me all about the sort of the weapons and things that were used. But for now, this would just be little notes, little bullet points. Okay, so decide what your paragraph's going to be, a subheading, sort of a mini title for that paragraph, the topic sentence, that opening sentence, and then just bullet points, the facts, the research that you want to include in your paragraph. And then the same thing for paragraph 2. Obviously a different subheading and a different topic sentence. So maybe for this one, you're going to focus on a different aspect of Viking life. So maybe a Viking's diet. You might want to research what Vikings ate and how they cooked their meals. So Viking food and drink. And your topic sentence might be that Vikings were big meat eaters who hunted much of their food and cooked it over an open fire. That might be an opening sentence. And then in the main body, you could research the types of animals that were eaten, maybe the types of vegetables that were grown and included, maybe even a Viking menu. So it's entirely up to you guys as regards what aspects of Viking life you want to report on. But your work for today is based on these first two paragraphs. Okay? So I want from you the subheading, that opening sentence, that just general introductory sentence, and then bullet point facts that you want to include. And I need 2 of those, please. Okay, over the next few days, we're going to build this up and we're going to do our box up for paragraphs 3 and 4. And we're going to talk about the pictures, the little fact boxes, the introductory paragraph, and so on and so on. But for now, just those first 2 paragraphs. Okay, so the subheading, which tells the reader what the subject of each paragraph is, and it's useful in helping the reader find the information. The topic sentence, that first sentence of the information that tells the reader what the paragraph is going to be about. And then the information. These are the core parts of the non-chronological report, and they give the detailed information. But for you guys, today it is just bullet points. It is basic notes, not a full paragraph. Okay? I hope that is clear. We'll build up our plan over the next 3 lessons. So lesson 1 today with this bit. Lesson 2 looks at paragraph 3 and 4. And then the third lesson plans the other elements, the other bits. Okay. Right, but for now, that is the end of today's lesson. Look after yourself, look after those people around you, and I will see you all very, very soon.